fantastic programming you get here.
Well, it's the AOC family.
Yeah. And I was thinking about it. I'm probably like almost a mainstay around here at this point, you know.
3.5.
No, man, try like 5.
Oh, bull.
Higher Thought has been on like 2 years.
Does that
and
include all
Wrestling-
the
Sports Entertainment
Oh,
Tonight
okay. I'm
was
about to
on
say,
for
okay.
like,
Wrestling adds extra time.
you know, and I mean like no recognition, you know. I mean like where do you think these ratings are coming from? AOC?
It comes from the cute girls that watch.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well,
Hey, cute girls.
Maybe. Hey, at least we can think so positively, right?
Exactly. We were born thinking positively.
Sure. So I'm sure everybody's been busy at work. You know how that goes.
Dude, busy.
Is an
barely-
understatement.
Yeah.
We're all ready for naps. We're all ready for weekends. We're all ready for Thanksgiving holidays.
Hallelujah. School over yet?
No.
No?
Sure isn't.
Okay. Damn.
No. In fact, there's just no break. You know, the school started early August, and really, there's no significant break until Thanksgiving.
Right. Oh, like Van Halen said, one break coming up.
Yeah, but fortunately, we don't have breaks here on Higher Thought.
Oh,
you
no.
just get 56 straight minutes of us. Oh, yeah!
Well, until we've got a great homework,
like
and
the
then we
Kool-Aid
can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, more birds are getting drunk this year.
Hallelujah, the tipsy birds flying into Oh, wait. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh.
pardon us.
Oh.
We are broadcasting TVMA. If you have small children that cannot stand the truth, please have them leave the room now. And you as an adult, if you can't stand the truth, it's time for you to GTFO. Because birds are getting drunk and flying into shit. Cars,
Literal
windows,
poop.
it's chaos.
Yeah, birds are getting drunk, but where are they getting their alcohol?
Well, the berries are fermenting early because of the warm spell
Global warming is causing birds to become drunk.
and fly into your car
So,
and
and I
your
mean,
shop window.
and you know, birds are aiming with their poop to hit targets.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I mean, even their targets are off.
Yeah.
So, midterm elections are coming up. Most Americans dilligaff.
Yeah, definitely. I just wonder, are we going to get better than 30% turnout on the midterms than we got on the last presidential?
I don't think so.
I mean, it was 32, 33% for the presidential freaking election?
Yeah, well, and it seems like I don't know, if you watch the mainstream media, you would think that everybody votes because we all hate each other because, you know, hey, you like Donald Trump, you know, we can't be friends anymore. Or, hey, you know, you're anti-Donald Trump, we can't be friends anymore.
Donnie.
Donnie. Yeah, old Donnie.
Our own personal Cheetolini.
Yeah, so most Americans probably won't vote. Are you going to vote?
I'm going to vote.
Well, because you're in a certain age demographic.
Dude,
that votes.
ever since I registered to vote, I have voted in every presidential and every congressional election that's come around. I'll admit that I've missed 2 elections because I was moving. I didn't ask for the absentee ballot, but that's my fault.
I mean, I've pretty much stuck to presidential elections like most Americans, I guess you could say.
Right.
I didn't vote in 2008 because I knew Obama would win, and I didn't really want to mess with the crowds. I think I had better things going on that day. I was young and in college, and
Okay, well,
yeah.
where I go to vote, it's in a school, and there's lines of people, and you show them your ID.
I've only voted for 2 people in I mean, like as far as in
You
different
mean like
elections.
2 presidential elections?
No, just 2 people
Oh,
in different
okay.
presidential elections.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Gary
gotcha.
Johnson and Ron Paul.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
first presidential.
they're about as popular as my Facebook posts. Ha!
Even less since I got off Facebook.
Well, good for you. I need to do that.
Face crack is
Well,
just
it
evil.
depends. Like, if I post, like, a family photo or, you know, something kind of like that, yeah, it'll get, you know,
Right. Okay.
likes. But if I post, like, oh, you know, some anti-government political or wake up America kind of thing, No. Nobody's
no,
to see that.
no.
Nobody's to see it.
I read articles and they give me that post to Facebook link, and I do that. Do I go to Facebook to check, see how many likes, dislikes, whatever?
No,
I'm
don't
done
really
with
care.
that.
Don't really
Especially with what, 600 million Facebook accounts got hacked the last go round?
Sure.
Not the first go
Well,
round,
and
the
plus,
last go round.
You know, whatever you put on Facebook is public information.
Right,
You know, and
which
it
is
says a lot
why-
about you.
Well, that's why I don't have an account in my name.
Surely.
I have a nom de guerre, nom de plume, nom de internet.
Which is probably the smarter way to go, I
Right.
would say, in the big scheme of it. How about big news in that it's looking like Brett Kavanaugh is going to be confirmed to the Supreme Court by the Senate. And ultimately, his whole debacle has divided the country again, as if some people were puppeteering this entire thing. And let's just divide this country so we can manipulate it.
Right, because if
And
you're
you
too big to
extort its
fail,
resources.
you're not too big to run it from behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, which, by the way, we do have a couple of little lists here. 10 politicians and presidents that said secret governments run the world. I've got the
Okay,
article
wait,
right
10 politicians
there. Or
said,
presidents.
or president said, okay, can you give me a list? Can you
Yes.
name some names?
To finish the story here with the Kavanaugh, yeah, a lot of people are on Trump as far as he, I don't know, I guess put down Betsy, the Ross lady that testified.
Christ, yes.
And so some people are saying, well, that's hypocritical because on Saturday Night Live last week, which was apparently a very controversial Saturday Night Live, I actually watched
I
some
thought
of
it was funnier than.
I thought the first sketch was pretty funny. You know, with the Kavanaugh, with Matt Damon doing
yes,
Kavanaugh.
Yes, absolutely.
I thought that was funny. I don't know if they were trying.
I like beer!
Yeah, I don't know if they were trying to kind of imply that Kavanaugh had been doing cocaine or something, or I don't know, maybe Matt Damon
Well,
had been doing cocaine.
I don't know.
because
He
kept on-
spent 40 minutes in the bathroom. I mean, what else are you gonna boof?
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
right? You're gonna stick it up your butt, or you
Which,
just gonna
speaking of
toot
which,
it?
if you donate to NPR, they're willing to give you a bump. They say.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, let's donate to NPR
Yeah.
because we could use a
They'll
bump in the
double-
ratings.
They'll double the bump.
Oh, you're talking
Yeah,
about
like, if they-
contributions, right?
If you pay
give-
$50, then yeah,
No,
they'll double
okay,
it. But they're
see,
calling it bumps.
They're calling it bumps.
You know, when you
right.
donate money to Higher Thought, you know,
We
like,
definitely spend it on bumps.
this
I
guy-
didn't say that. That's
It's a
just
joke.
foolish.
It's a
That's
joke.
foolishness.
Where's your sense of humor? Do you still have one, America?
Not the people that are watching.
Yeah. So, God, that was gonna lead somewhere.
Come on, bud, call in. Give us a call,
Oh, yeah.
337-366-8950,
Oh, it's
and
right
then
there.
pound that deuce.
It's right there.
Oh, it is right there. Boo! Go.
Go ahead. And you see the date. You know it. You know we're live right now. Don't hesitate. Be the first caller. Break the ice. But on Saturday Night Live, that wasn't the only newsworthy thing that happened, as the musical guest was Mr. Kanye West. I'm a poet, and I didn't know it.
Jesus fucking Christ. How does he exist in the world that we live in?
Ooh, and he is definitely a pro-Trump supporter.
Fine. He can support Trump all he wants, but who the wants to listen to his stupidity?
So, and after the show, Kanye West went off on a little pro-Trump rant. Chris Rock, of all people, recorded it and put it on his Instagram or whatever, as if this is not staged at all.
Wait, which one of the SNL performers said they felt held hostage by Yeezy?
Yeah.
That's what's his name from Burger Time?
Keenan Allen or whatever. I think Keenan Thompson, maybe.
I don't know.
Anyways.
He's not a Wayans. That's all I know.
Yeah, so after that, he posted a little Twitter rant and pretty much saying that, like, we're going back into slavery. And, or that slavery basically still exists.
Right. Let's abolish the 13th Amendment was the first thing he
let's
said.
abolish the 13th
Then he
Amendment.
said, let's amend the 13th Amendment. The whole point of the argument, argument is prison labor.
Sure, and that's what
Now,
he's talking about.
there's a good way to address the issue of prison labor, but abolishing or amending the 13th Amendment is not the way to go. It's just insanity.
Yeah, oh, sure. And kind of pretty much, let's see. Also, the NBA banned the
Wait.
Yeezys, the Yeezy tennis shoe.
Well, who would wear that ugly
It's got a reflective heel,
right?
and they were saying that would be distracting on camera.
Okay, well, you know what? If you're going to spend $350 freaking dollars on a pair of shitty looking shoes,
Crappy
then-
looking shoes.
Right. They look like excrement that's been run through no, anyway.
Next.
No. Next.
Um,
How about the suspicious suitcase that they blew up in Rome?
I didn't hear about it.
There was a suspicious suitcase in the Rome airport, and they called out the police. The police blew the suitcase up. There were people within 10 meters of the suitcase. The suitcase contained coconuts. And when they discovered that the suitcase did not contain explosives or anything negative, they just walked away, leaving the mess behind. Kind of like one of those meetings they hold in my workspace, and people just get up and leave their mess behind.
You got all of those types of people that leave the messes in the workspace.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't really hear about that, but I mean, I guess that kind of goes to show the competency of government employees to a certain degree.
Yes, to a certain degree. Yeah. Well, some people are awake and other people do stupid stuff.
Well, surely, no doubt about that. What's else on your news list?
Well, the Houston officials. Wait, I hear the phone ringing.
There it is.
Say ho!
Hi. Welcome to Higher Thought.
What up, bub?
What up, Bob?
How are you?
I'm pretty good, and you?
So excited I can barely stand it.
Yeah, what's up going on, Corey? How you been, man?
Pretty good.
Excelente. Well, I know what you want to talk about. In our Saints, the Who Dat Nation is excited because the Saints have won 3 in a row, and
Three
we're now
what?
3 games.
Oh, okay.
We are now 3-1.
Wait, we had a high school team that did that, and then they got their butts handed to them for the rest of the season.
I don't recall that. What's that?
We didn't win 3 yet. We're gonna win the third game Thursday.
Oh, you don't count the preseason shenanigans that they did with
Corey, what are you talking about? We're 3-1.
Oh yeah, we beat New York.
Yeah, we just won this past week, and before that,
We-
we beat Cleveland, and we also beat.
You sure that wasn't the
Atlanta?
the preseason game?
Oh yeah, you were.
I saw you suited up, sitting on the bench,
Me,
ready to go
Yeah,
out.
I was
We.
right next to Drew Brees. You didn't
Right,
see me.
we were suited up. We won.
Well, they have to make it an in-group, out-group thing, so we don't associate ourselves with as being patriots and taking ownership over our country. We got to take ownership over our sports teams.
Okay, so you'd rather be with the Aints than like Cheddarheads? At least they've got good
Of
hats.
course.
They've got good hats. They look like cheese and there's holes in them.
So Corey, what's up, man? We're gonna let you talk for a little bit.
We're gonna beat Washington too, and y'all gonna watch WWE Saturday.
I don't know about at 4 o'clock in the morning, Corey.
We were just talking about that at the pre-show warm-up.
No, sure.
And we were thinking that, you know what, we're going to catch that on the replay because 4 o'clock in the morning,
replay.
we need to be sleeping.
And I might even read the reviews of how it went and fast forward to the good matches.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
Cut that 90 minutes down to 27.
You mean cut that 5 hours down to 2 hours?
Well, I was figuring 5 hours. You take out the commercials. You got maybe 3.
There's
then
no
you take out
commercials
the
on
who.
pay-per-views.
No,
No.
but then what's all? Oh, it's all hyping themselves. Right, that doesn't count.
Well, right, like the stuff like that's not the match.
Right.
I know what you mean.
Right. That to me, that seems like a commercial.
Surely, surely. So, Corey, are you gonna watch it at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Nah, I ain't gonna watch it that early.
Oh no, you're not going to get up and pay that money. You're not a true fan. If you loved them, you'd pay that money, business.
I got it free though.
Oh, wait. Last time I got something free, it took a doctor to give me a shot.
So, how do you get it free, Corey?
My mama paid for it.
That's what's up. That's
well,
what's up.
God, it's a good thing there's no basements around here. We couldn't accuse him of living in his mama's basement.
Well, Corey, they actually got WWE is talking about doing different types of packages to where they're gonna have a $5 package.
That's what she said about different packages.
They're gonna have a $5 package, which, dang, lost my train of thought.
$5 packages, $10 packages, $20
All
packages.
right, yeah, $15 packages.
The
And
last time I bought a $15 package, they shorted me.
When they gonna do that?
I don't know. The stuff cut off way before the end of the match. It just like pissed me off.
When they gonna do that?
Well, they might be starting it next year, but it's just basically like you'll have a very limited, like for the $5 stuff. I think like you just basically get the live stream and the pay-per-views, but it's got commercials. And then for the $10 package, I think it still have like limited commercials. You get a little bit more stuff, and then the $15 package is like no commercials, and you get everything
But $15 a month every month.
every month.
No, not happening.
Well, I mean, pretty much the basic package right now is I mean, they only have one package, and it's $10 a month.
I heard about the basic package from my mama. She was talking about you.
Indeed.
That ain't bad.
Not bad at all, man. So,
Trivia for me.
some trivia. Saints, WWE trivia?
WWE, baby, let's go.
WWE trivia. Think of something. Let me think of something.
I got trivia about his mama, but that's a different story.
Don't talk about Corey's.
I know, it's a joke. Your house so small, they put the numbers on the building next door. If your house was any smaller, you'd have to go outside to eat a large pizza. Next, trivia.
Some trivia for Corey. Let's see. Who has won the most world titles, Corey?
The most?
Yeah. 16 world titles.
15.
16.
John Cena.
Close. John Cena is actually second, but there's one person ahead of him.
Ric Flair.
Woo! Woo!
You got it. Well, Corey, thanks for calling, man. And yeah, we got the Saints, I guess, playing the Washington Redskins on Monday Night Football this next week.
The Aints and the Foreskins. Who's going to win?
Well, sure.
I'm thinking the Saints.
Well, of course, you'd think the Saints. You're a diehard Saints fan.
Oh, and plus it's in the Superdome, which tends to get a little rowdy. You know,
Right.
people in New Orleans get pretty lubed up in the Superdome.
Right, but the Foreskins got more skin in the game.
You need to tone it down a little bit, man.
No.
Kinda rated R today.
No, we're TVMA.
TVMA.
That's right.
You must have not.
Let's try next week.
Yeah,
Later,
Corey, we
dude.
appreciate it.
Adios.
All right.
Yeah, we got Mr. ADD here.
Hello? What?
Yeah, so must not been able to hit the peace pipe or your vape, your peace vape. Let's see. We've got all kind of fun other
Oh,
topics.
dude. There's, you know about the mountain goats?
Something.
Not the band. The aggressive mountain goats.
Yeah. What's up with the mountain goats?
Well, in Olympic National Park in Washington, the mountain goats have developed a taste for human urine and sweat, and they're starting to cause problems.
So are they like kind of like probing humans for urine and sweat?
Oh, no, they want the salt and the minerals that come out. But the wildlife officials have been airlifting the goats out of the park, away from human areas, and moving them to the Cascade Mountains. They're moving them away from areas that humans roam and pee.
Okay, so where do they roam and pee?
Well, mountain goats can be a nuisance along trails and around wilderness campsites where they persistently seek salt and minerals from human urine, packs, sweat on clothing. They also paw and dig areas on the ground where hikers have urinated and or disposed of cooking wastewater. You know what? You chase them out. When you bring them back, you got to give something up.
Goat!
I mean, when you restore an ecosystem, there is a downside. Whether you're reintroducing wolves to Yellowstone, whether you're reintroducing mountain lions to Glacier National Park, or goats to Olympic National Park.
I've never been to Olympic National Park.
Me either, but that's on my list of places to go once I retire.
Should check it out.
I am. That, Glacier National, Yellowstone. Definitely want to see Yellowstone before it blows its top.
Yeah, and even if it does.
I'll still, well, if I can drive through all of like the debris that it's ejected from the caldera.
Your mom
Ejected
ejected my debris all
from
over
her caldera. Yes, okay. Next.
Next, let's see. How about Google's origin is based essentially from the CIA and NSA's research grants for mass surveillance. And everybody's getting into it. You know, all the major G12 or whatever, G8 countries.
Well, when I look at my phone, Google tells me where I've been in the past
Where am I?
month.
Do you want to mark your location?
Right. No, I don't want to mark my
You know,
location. If I wanted to mark my location, I would do so voluntarily.
And actually, I saw a thing where basically people are asking their little Google Voice or whatever. It's kind of like the Ask Alexa thing in their living rooms.
Right.
They're asking if they were associated with the CIA.
And the answer
the
was?
first was, I don't know that question. I don't know the answer to that question. And then the second one was basically just like some BS answer. And
Right.
but they had switched it after like a week.
Right. Well, that's because people want to know.
Yeah.
Inquiring minds.
Let's see. New invention alert. A new fire extinguisher that puts out fires with sound.
What?
Yeah. It essentially uses like sound waves, bass, and
it's all about that bass.
all about that bass.
No trouble.
No trouble. So they use bass, and I mean, I saw some of the experiments, and it put out the fires.
Damn.
So what they want to do is eventually be able to put these on drones and like have them fly over forest fires, like have a bunch of drones fly over these forest fires, put the sound waves, and put out the fires.
Oh, speaking of drones, do you know well, there was a lawsuit, and the federal government just ruled against the plaintiffs that the government has the right to shoot down drones if they feel that they interfere with whatever they are doing.
If you're in government airspace, because they own that space.
If you're flying a drone over top of a demonstration, the government could decide that you are a hazard and shoot you down.
Well, I mean,
Welcome
like if you
to the
don't know how
police
to,
state.
If you don't know how to fly a drone, you could crash it into a crowd.
That's true.
which is a health hazard.
I don't like drones, but drone footage has shown us some ugly stuff that governments hide and the mainstream media doesn't pick up. So gives them the legal right to shoot down drones. That's kind of police state-ish. That's just me.
Sure. Yeah, Netflix news. How's that?
Okay, well, all Netflix sends me anymore is for comedy specials, so.
Well, I don't know if this one would apply to comedy specials, but they are introducing a choose your own ending to your favorite shows.
Black Mirror?
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be really
oh,
cool.
I'm down with that.
You know, and I've always wondered why they don't have more of those, like, you know, because I used to read books like that. If you want this to happen, go to this page. And if
Right,
you want,
absolutely.
you know,
We
and
had
why
the
don't they have more movies like
We
that?
had the D&D books that
Mm-hmm.
you'd read it, and do you attack the Gru?
And if so, go to this page.
Right.
You know, so and I would always
And
like
then
go
you
back
were
and read the
you
other
were
options.
eaten by a Gru because
Mm-hmm.
you don't attack a Gru.
So yeah, that would be really cool. And they usually film alternate endings, anyways.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
So I mean, it might as well.
yeah. I Am Legend, the alternate ending where the chick is driving Will Smith's character into the safe zone, as opposed to him giving his life, draining his blood to create the
Sure,
vaccine.
which I think was like the theatrical.
Right,
ending,
and that followed with the Charlton Heston version of the film.
you know who did the voices for the aliens in that movie, or like the little zombies or whatever?
No, who?
That was Mike Patton, who is the singer of Faith No More and
Really?
Mr. Bungle.
Wow,
and,
Mr.
yeah.
Bungle,
That-
yeah.
That's what he does now. Is like, I mean, obviously he still records music, but he does a lot of movie soundtracks and sound effects and video game sound effects.
Right.
I was always a
Well,
big
that's
Patton
like
fan.
the brothers Mothersbaugh,
Yeah.
Ex Devo, and they were doing music and soundtracks for stuff on Nickelodeon
Mm-hmm.
because they're punk rock dads, and they
Sure. Well, and that's just kind of how the wheel turns.
Yeah.
Amazon raising minimum wage to $15 an hour.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure the libs are happy about that.
yeah. Well, so are the people whose knees are being blown up and have to pee in water bottles because they can't meet the quotas. You know what? Bring on the freaking robots.
Well, the only
mean-
question is, what are we going to do whenever the robot is? Well, basically, how are we going to pay bills? How's that going to work? There's going to have to be a change in the financial system.
Right. Well, there's personal services.
Well, I mean,
Wouldn't
it could
you
be
like-
based on your social credit score.
It could be if you were Chinese.
Well, all right. Well,
Right,
do
do
you
you-
think that's
do you
really
s-
that far away for
Do
us?
you smoke? Do you masturbate in public? I mean, you know, those sorts of things.
Those
Bring
things
your-
will get you a low score.
Exactly.
Let's see. A study shows that over half of the world lives in houses deemed middle or upper class.
Half the world.
So it depends on what your definition is of middle
middle
or upper class. So,
right.
like, is a trailer park or a shack or something like that considered a middle upper class according to world standards, like as opposed to living in a tent?
Right. Is it paid for? Does it have basic amenities? And you know what? There are a lot of places I've lived that did not meet those qualifications.
Yeah.
And I paid good money to live there.
Yeah.
Slumlords.
Slumlords. And that was one of the stories I heard on the way over here on NPR was that essentially it has been, well, they've researched it and it's been so proven that regardless of race or gender, once you better your economic situation, that it definitely leads to a healthier life and more success.
Well, sure. The better your socioeconomic circumstances, the better life choices you make, the better food choices you make, the better living. You live to the extent of your ability.
Let's see. Some new CEOs out there. You gotta love this. Goldman Sachs has got a new CEO. They're banking people, right?
Right. Too big to fail, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Pfizer.
Pfizer.
Pfizer, of course, we all know makes Viagra. Apparently, the
Wait.
CEO couldn't get the stocks up.
That couldn't make the putter flutter, huh?
No.
He was weak. Okay, I just got just like a little callback. Amazon, they raised the wages for the workers, but they cut back the stock rewards for those employees, which would pay out more in the long run. So somebody's paying attention. Thank you, Texter.
Yeah, well, and somebody is got to pay for all that extra stuff. You know, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
whenever you got to raise people's pay, well, you either got to cut workers or raise prices.
Bring on the robots.
Bring on the robots.
Bring
eh?
on the robots.
That's what McDonald's said, right?
I hail our robot overlords.
Speaking of McDonald's,
Oh, Jesus. Do we have to speak about McDonald's?
well, it's Ray Kroc's birthday.
How old would Ray Kroc be if Ray Kroc was still alive?
He would be 116 years old.
Thank God Ray Kroc's dead, because that food is some nasty-ish.
Well, I will say,
I know you
McDonald's
will
has changed
say.
the beef. They took all of, what's up, y'all? They took all of the artificial flavoring, all the preservatives, all the coloring, all the stuff out of the
Wait a
beef.
minute, they're actually serving hamburger now instead
Exactly.
of artificial imitation.
And McDonald's is one of the best companies as far as fast food, as far as business reports that I've read, as far as staying up to health trends and actually trying to better their product and meet the new standards.
Right, with the
that
salad
people have,
in the shaker
and not
cup
having
bowls.
these cheap meats. You know,
That's what, no. We're not going to go
we've
there.
already gone
We've
there
already
about 10
gone
or
there.
15 times. So, you know, I mean, the new quarter pounder, I tried it. It's a lot better than what it used to be. I can actually,
Anything would be, I mean,
I can actually eat McDonald's without feeling like sick
A
afterwards.
grease-soaked pizza, Domino's pizza box, it was generally more flavorful than a McDonald's burger.
I mean,
Now, maybe it's better.
the McDonald's burger is better. I'm still not saying it's like the burger of all burgers, but it's better than it was before.
Good.
Moving on.
Incremental improvement.
Other happy birthdays.
Happy birthday to you.
Dead people.
Happy birthday to you.
Dead people.
You look like a monkey and you smell like one too.
Well, 3 of them are still alive.
Well, they still smell like monkeys, so go ahead.
1822. Rutherford B. Hayes.
That's Rutherford.
Rutherford, whatever.
Yeah, he's one of our crappy presidents. Go ahead.
19th president, to be exact. Speaking of presidents, it was also Chester A. Arthur's president.
Another crappy president.
Who? I was the president?
Wait, didn't he have to have the extra large bathtub, or was that Taft?
I don't remember.
I
That
think
was
that
Taft.
was Taft
That was
with
Taft.
the extra large bathtub.
You remember which one was the cross-dresser? Hoover.
Herbert Hoover. He
Yep.
wasn't president. Well,
Hoover was president, huh?
no, not that Hoover. J. Edgar was the cross-dresser. The CIA,
I thought it was
the
Herbert
FBI.
Hoover.
No, Herbert Hoover was just
I
shit.
don't know. You might want to look that one up.
I think J. Edgar Hoover was the cross-dresser.
might be wrong.
He was with the FBI.
It was a Hoover.
And he, yeah, well,
Yeah, well, I mean,
somebody's
like
got to suck it
they
up.
got
You
more
might as
of
well
them
put
than
it
you
to
think.
a
I mean, you saw
Hoover.
Rudy Giuliani. He's done it.
Jesus,
a few
God,
times.
Rudy, the-
like he's an ugly ass woman.
I mean, he looks like.
I mean, more
What was
power
that
to you,
Jim?
Giuliani.
That
But
Jim Carrey character, something Fireman Bob, whatever.
Fire Marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal Bill. Yeah, well, Rudy.
What we have here is a fire.
Right.
We have out of the fire.
Rudy Giuliani reminds me of Fire Marshal Bill.
Charlton Heston, 1923. Isn't he
Is
the
he
NRA
still
guy?
alive? Oh yeah. Out of my cold dead hands. And of course, parting the Red Sea.
Ooh, that could be another your mom
Yeah,
joke
exactly,
there,
right.
but we're gonna
Well-
leave the your mom jokes alone. Let's just leave your mom out of this.
And I'll leave this out of your mom.
Dick Tracy. Is that a real person?
Dick Tracy.
Was Dick Tracy a real person, or was it just a comic book character whose birthday happened to be on today?
I think it's a comic book character.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Anne Rice from New Orleans.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Interview with the Vampire.
Right. Until she became a Christian, and then all of a sudden her stuff went really bizarre.
The books weren't as good. Oh no.
Yeah.
Let's see, Susan Sarandon. Yeah.
Janet. Damn it, Janet. Come on, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Come on,
I know,
Susan
I know.
Sarandon, especially with her
But
little bra and the
Susan Sarandon,
little
like,
high-waisted
post
white.
2000.
Okay, well, yeah.
Alicia
what? We
Silverstone
all-
is more my generation.
We all get older, dude.
Alicia Silverstone was more my generation in that. Of course, we remember her from Clueless and all the Aerosmith videos.
So are we talking about your generation? Talking about your generation.
Yep, so that happened on this day along with some other historical events that happened on this day.
Give me a solid historical event.
This happened today. In
like
history.
today. Oh, in history.
In
right.
history.
In history.
In history. 1537.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
1537.
Yeah.
The first.
You sound like fucking Bill Cosby. 1537.
The
I
pudding
got
pups,
the
and
pudding
let me
pop.
give you this pill when you're drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Cosby.
Go ahead.
The first English Bible, which was
Ah.
called the Matthew Bible.
Really?
Yeah, I guess that would predated the King James version.
Well, yeah. King James is the one that coughed up all the cash, and he put the F's and the vowels and all that bullshit.
Well, it got translated by a couple dudes, you know.
Who
and
were very liberal
I think
in
it was
their
Latin.
interpretation.
Sure, so I mean, I know a little Latin, but I don't think I could read a whole Latin Bible.
No.
Let's see, 1883, the Orient Express made its first journey.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah. 1957, the USSR put Sputnik out into space.
Thank you. Thank you.
First
it gave
satellite.
us something to shoot at. I mean, 4.
2006, WikiLeaks was launched.
They leaked their wiki?
They were launched by Julian Assange.
Yeah.
1927, back in time, they began sculpting Mount Rushmore, which seemed like an economical thing to do during the Depression.
Right.
And
were
it
supposed to
lasted
be
until
like-
1941.
They were supposed to be half-body sculptures, but they ran out of money, so they just stopped with
Did
faces.
the heads. Yeah, did the head.
Well,
Which I
well,
guess carving mountains were big back then.
But a little head's better than nothing at all, so...
Hey.
See?
Let's see. Let's finish up this news and get to our list. We're about 18 minutes, I guess. Whose line is it anyway? You remember the show, huh?
No, but go ahead.
You don't remember? It's like a sketch comedy?
No, I know what the show is, but I never watched it.
Okay. Well, anyways, one of the comedians that was on there, he's defending his trans daughter from all the internet trolls because they posted some pictures on the birthday and everybody was saying how ugly his trans daughter is.
Right.
Yeah,
Who's the comedian?
Colin Moshry is the bald dude, kind of the bald, nerdy-looking dude on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
You know what? If you don't like his daughter, shut the fuck up. It's his business. It's his
Shut the
daughter.
freak up.
Yeah, I mean,
6
no.
o'clock in the afternoon.
You're right.
Yeah.
Shut the fire truck up.
Fire truck. But I mean, if you post stuff online, it's public forum.
Right. And people are going to
Freedom of
dog you
speech.
because trolls are there and...
So, I mean, are you saying we need to start censoring?
No, I'm just saying...
This sure sounds like it.
I'm just saying, if you don't like it, then, you know what? Suck it up, Buttercup. You don't have to do it.
Well, right. So, but yeah, I mean, the big old Adam's apple. I mean, like,
Okay.
you know, I can see what the people. I read some of the little things. I mean, I didn't read all of it, and I didn't really care that much. But
Are you sure? You seem to be thoroughly invested in it.
no, not really, not really.
Dude,
it was just one of the stories.
Speaking
on
of
there.
which, homeless?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Don't care. Science proved water has a memory.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, and it was a very interesting article that I probably could not explain, you know. But it's essentially like you can go back and like read the waves, and it carries messages, to other people, and it like on the waves it has a memory. Yeah, it was hard for me to explain. I can't
Okay.
do it
No,
as
no,
a regular
no.
person.
Well,
There's some of those stories I just can't report.
do you know that water's not wet? Water itself is not wet.
Okay.
The substances that interact with water may absorb water and
hold it all
become
together.
wet, but water itself is not wet. So say
Okay.
the research scientists. Now, does that make sense
Which
to you?
so say those guys.
I don't know. They got published.
Did you have you ever seen? Well, you probably haven't. You don't watch TV. Last Man Standing is the #1 new comedy, which is not really a new comedy. It was on ABC, but it got canned because it was a conservative show, and ABC is liberal. So Fox picked it up, And
Well, of
it's
course
now
they
like
would.
it's set like record ratings for new comedies.
That's
since, like,
Tim. What's his name?
Tim Allen.
Yeah, that did.
And he plays like a conservative dad that
Tool
maybe
Time
has like
Taylor?
and
Yeah.
he's got like a liberal kid maybe.
Right.
And I don't know. They kind of go back and forth, and so needless to say, it's like the #1 new comedy on TV.
Woo,
The
woo.
the Murphy Brown comeback tanked, and go to figure they had Hillary Clinton on their first episode.
Didn't know that because I didn't see that.
Nobody cares.
I don't watch TV. What am I supposed to do?
Nobody really does, anyways. Everybody watches Netflix. I mean, they watch TV. They just don't watch cable.
Right.
Let's see. Last little thing I have here: moon made of Earth, or moon made of Earth rock vapor. Okay, so essentially, this scientist who like won the award for like best scientist of the year or something like that was basically studying planet formation.
Right.
And how planets are essentially formed, or they grow from colliding with other planets.
Right. Well,
And then it expands it as a gas, which makes the planet bigger. So essentially, the Earth is rock vapor since we collided, and a big old chunk of that rock vapor is what formed the moon.
okay, my understanding was the Earth was a coagulating sphere. There was one of these impactors that came from the outer, and it smacked into Earth, and it squeezed off this little turd.
Well, it was a
And-
gas turd.
And that little turd was what's the
It's
moon.
rock vapor turd.
Okay, rock vapor. Oh, rock vapor turd. Yeah.
It's a new game.
Yeah.
Your kids can play. So we were talking about this one a little earlier on. So you can pretty much, you have a story right there.
I do.
Yeah.
A Los
Lead us
Angeles
into
man has been fined $550 and ordered to pay restitution for riding an electric scooter while intoxicated. Now, in this riding, he knocked down a 64-year-old pedestrian on the sidewalk. The city's office,
Shouldn't
city
be drinking and
attorney's
scootering.
right. The city attorney's office said the prosecution of 28-year-old was the first motorized scooter driving under the influence legal case. He had a blood alcohol level of more than 3 times the limit while operating the Bird scooter. Now, of course, in California, the blood alcohol level is like 1 beer for a guy that weighs 800 pounds. It's like, point whatever.
0.02 or something.
It's something stupid.
Yeah, it's 0.08 here, I think.
0.08, 0.5, point anything. Dude, come on, get a grip.
Not a lot. So, my question was, what if you're handicapped in an electric wheelchair? You can't go to a bar, and then how are you going to get to your car? So if you're operating your wheelchair from the bar to your car, is that operating under the influence?
You have a motorized vehicle. If you're on the road, you can get a DUI.
If
You
you
can
are
get
in a
a
wheelchair
DUI riding
and
your
you know
horse
these
in the
laws, will
road.
you please call and tell us? 366-8950.
Now, push me to the truck so I can get in.
Can you push somebody? Hey, that's a designated driver.
Right. Is the pusher sober?
All right. I would think the pusher. And so can you get a OUI as the pusher of the wheelchair?
Not if you're not drunk, for God's sakes. How
But
can
if you are drunk, can you push a wheelchair?
Is it motorized?
Well, they turn the motor off.
No.
So you can push it.
No, you know what? I could push my dead car while I'm drunk because I ran out of gas, and I'd still get a DWI.
Okay. We're figuring this out for you, Katie, because I know you had these questions.
But as soon as you push the little drunk guy into his motorized wheelchair van and he toodles off down the road, he definitely deserves a DWI.
Well, if he's driving that said van.
What are you gonna do?
he's
You
got
gonna
a
roll him into the
designated-
back, lock him down away
He's
from
got a
the-
designated pusher and a
I'm
designated
gonna
driver.
just stay back. Oh, okay.
Designated pusher and driver.
I thought those vans didn't have like a real seat because the wheelchair dude was supposed to be running them.
Anything's
I could
possible.
be wrong. There's anything.
I don't know
possible.
these laws. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a Kavanaugh.
Oh, Jesus God. Thank God you're not a Kavanaugh. I'd have to punch you right in the eye. Because you'd have already thrown ice on me.
I would have already abused your daughters.
Oh, they'd have never found your body. Dude, there's 900 acres of cane field.
It was a Kavanaugh joke.
It was
come
a
on.
Kavanaugh joke. You know what? They would never find
And
your
he
body.
doesn't abuse daughters. He abuses people his own age, if he abuses people at all.
Just say no. Just say Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh. Well,
Kavanaugh.
at this point, it looks like he's pretty
I
much in
know.
there.
We're-
I mean, he's got a spotless record, folks,
Fox
until
hard.
a week ago. So, I don't know.
He's screwed, we're screwed, everything. Just let's...
Yeah, we're all screwed anyways.
Can
Why
we
do you
move to Canada?
care? Canada's not any better.
No. Are you sure?
So, we've got a couple lists. We've got about 10 minutes.
Wait, we could move to Canada. Don't.
Duh. Canada.
Go ahead.
Some lists. We've got 10 politicians or presidents that have claimed secret governments run the world. I've got the quotes on the phone as the last article I saved.
Give
so-
me one.
You want the quotes?
Yeah, just give me one
Oh, well, I gotta
solid
pull
quote.
the article then.
Well, then, when in doubt, whip it out.
Yeah. Okay, so, oh, not that. No, it's just a
You're-
regular Facebook. I send them to my messenger just because it's a bunch of different. Oh, yeah. Mom, Your Honor, I want my baby. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This is.
Jesus Christ.
No, hold on. This was a good little joke. Family court. Judge. You were found passed out drunk at a Chili's and had your child taken away. Would you like to make a statement? Mom, Your Honor, I want my baby.
No.
Okay, let me run through this one real quick.
Next.
17 jokes that are so terrible, they're funny. There's no divorce courts at the North Pole, so when Santa and his wife wanted to split up, they got a semicolon.
Jesus.
Because they're separating independent clauses.
Yes, I got it.
Let's see. Where did Napoleon keep his sleeves? His armies in his sleeveys. I don't know. That's stupid.
bullshit.
How did Hitler tie his shoesies? With little Nazis.
Oh, God.
What is Harry Potter's favorite method of getting down a hill?
Getting downhill?
Yeah. No, getting down a hill. What's his best method?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Walking. JK. Rolling.
Rolling.
J.K. Rowling.
Yes, I got it. I got it.
What's ET short for?
Extra testicle?
Because he's got little legs. What's he short for?
Bring
No.
out the Reese's Pieces, people.
No matter how kind you are, German children will always be kinder. Or kinder.
Kinder.
Kinder,
Yes.
yeah.
Kinder.
Let's see.
Kindergarten.
What's the difference between a well-dressed man on a unicycle and a poorly dressed man on a bike?
That's a good one. What?
A tire.
Oh! Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
like
clever.
that. I like that. That's good.
What did the pirate say on his 80th birthday? Hey, matey.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What's a pirate's favorite letter?
S.
You'd think it'd be R, but the pirate's first love will always be the C.
Right. C with a C, yes.
Why is Peter Pan always flying?
Go.
Because he never lands.
Oh, Jesus.
I love this joke because it never gets old. What do you call a walking nun? A Roman Catholic.
Oh, okay.
Why does Snoop Dogg need an umbrella? For drizzle. Two chicken peas are walking down the street when one chicken pea starts to vomit. The other chicken pea says, "Are you okay?" And the chicken pea answers, "No, I falafel."
Oh, God.
The frustrated cannibal threw up his arms.
Those cannibals, they ate that clown. They said, "Does this taste funny to you?"
Yeah. He
Yeah.
threw up his arms because he ate the
I know.
arms. Yeah. Why didn't the Mexican archer fire his bow?
Why?
He didn't have an arrow.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes. Yeah. Because
Why
I
don't-
love my habanero. Right.
Why don't ants get sick?
Go.
Because they have little antibodies.
Oh.
How many Mexicans does it take to screw in a light bulb?
One.
Just one. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Oh, did you hear about the firefighters rescuing the bear cubs?
Bear cubs.
Bear cubs. It was in the Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District in Reno. They were sleeping and they heard this loud crash of a dumpster falling over. Firefighters investigated the following morning. No, they didn't get up in the middle of the night during the crash. They waited until the next morning when daylight was out. And then they used a reach pole because there was a distraught seeming mother bear watching over the toppled dumpster. Using the reach pole, they pried the dumpster lid open and 3 baby bears crawled out.
Baby bear. Baby bear.
Now, if your baby crawled in a dumpster.
That's where the food is.
Exactly.
Dumpster babies. So, you want to talk about body hair mistakes?
Oh, dude.
Do you want to talk about rules for presidents once they get out of office?
Yes, let's do rules for presidents so that we can know what's not.
5 minutes remaining, Acadiana. This is the 5-minute list countdown.
Right, 5-minute warning. Whoop, whoop.
So, real quick, when we got presidents, once they're out of office, they got some rules. They can't drive on the open roads, yet they're encouraged to travel.
Nuts.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
You need to pay a driver. That's crazy.
Well, they don't
Where's
have
that
to pay
money
for that
come?
driver.
Where's that money come
You and me
from?
are paying for that
We're
driver.
paying for that driver.
Get national security briefings. So, what's going on over there in Iran?
Do you feel more secure that Gerald Ford knows what the fudge we're doing?
He probably doesn't care. He probably doesn't get the briefings anymore. It's like, yeah, okay.
Is he even awake?
Probably not. He's got bigger fish to fry. Oh wait, he's kind of a health nut, so
No.
he wouldn't fry his fish.
No, fish is good food.
Oh, okay. He'd do the fish.
He'd probably broil it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Must establish a presidential library.
Makes sense.
You would appreciate that one.
That makes sense.
Offered pension for living expenses. They get a stipend and government benefits. Can use military hospitals and Secret Service detail for life.
No, I'm sorry. Somebody should be allowed to pop a cap in his ass.
Well, why would you want to pop in the cap in the president that's already passed?
Because he
Messed it all up.
And you know
But
what?
they all mess it up.
Okay.
Things you should not do, guys, with your body hair.
Oh, God.
So a little backstory.
Right. Do not trim it too close, ladies.
50% of guys groom their eyebrows weekly, it says. I would imagine those are the unibrow guys.
Unibrow guys, right.
And the really bushy eyebrow guys. 33% of guys trim the leg hair, which I thought was kind of interesting. I usually don't care about the leg hair.
No.
But, I mean, I'm not that bushy, though.
No, I don't have much hair down there, so.
37% of guys do the back hair.
Yeah.
And is that 37% of hairy back guys or 37% of regular guys? I don't know.
The 37% are probably the ones that have backs like bear fuzz.
So this is what women think. Most women think that you should trim on the back. In fact, 71%. I guess 29% don't care. 33% of women think you should go full on, shave everything.
Okay. Everything?
On the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. They definitely want the feet trimmed. They want you to trim around the neck, front and back.
Neck beards really aren't the thing.
Let's see.
And neither are hairy toes, for God's sake.
Your ears and your nose. Yeah, that takes off 10 years right there.
Right.
You know, just by not having like a big old hairy bush coming out of your ear. Let's see. Which I've been getting more and more little
up near my ears, but that's only because
I've had more and more little hairs make their ways in different places.
Is that kind of like those gray hairs in your
the little
beard?
grays there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. You should only do your pits if they're super long. Like, you have like some fur burgers down there.
No, can't pull it out, so I'm good.
60% of women think you should trim down there, but not bald though.
Bald.
Don't go baby bald on
No.
there. It looks a little creepy.
And
They
when the hairs
almost feel
grow
like
back out,
pedophiles whenever you do
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
And especially if you have a baby penis.
Oh, God.
But the big old bush is not good either, where it's just kind of like a little berry tic-tac in a forest.
Well, if you're a grower and not a shower, you got to work with what you got.
Well, sure. That's how you justify it.
Welcome to the real world.
Yep. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Eyebrows, natural, tidy up, not too dramatic or feminine. All right. So some people that have called out the secret world government. Woodrow Wilson said, "You better not, better not go against them." JFK, we all know what happened to him. Canadian Defense Minister Paul Hellyer, in 2005, said that UFOs are as real as the planes in the sky.
Yeah.
John C. Calhoun, the 7th president, said we're run by a vast surplus of banks. New York City mayor in the 1920s, John Hyland, called him out. Let's see. Senator William Jenner in 54 told Congress that this force is free from law itself. Teddy Roosevelt, Dwight Eisenhower, they all called these people out. We've only got about 22 seconds.
Oh!
It's been a good show.
Nayday,
reflect
thank
on
you
it.
very
Let's
much.
reflect on
It's
it.
a good time been had by all. Katie Anna, thank you very much. You on our YouTube live streams, thank you for watching.
You.
We love you. You should call more often. We miss you. Bye. Bye. Oh, now I get to go pee.
Do it.
Oh, God, I thought I was going to explode.
Man. Crazy shenanigans.